your aperture is at 2.8.
Yep.
So let's fire off a test shot. And with the ball, and see. Now, Sue, is this where you would have her in relation to your window?
Let's have a look. I'll just do the ball shot.
On the screen.
Come forward a little bit more, yeah, around there. It's about 1.5 meters from her back
Yeah,
top.
it's a bit disconcerting because for you can't see it, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, so we still have one of those studio lights. Yeah, oh, we need to bring in the white V-flat. Would you do that, John? On the ball, you can see that on the right there, we still have one of the studio lights still affecting the image. So what you can do is you would turn up your aperture to, let's say, f8, because if you were just shooting with natural light, if you turn up your aperture, you get less of that natural light. That's the same thing we're going to do. So, but we still want to be at f2.8, so I'm just going to change the ND filter so it cuts out another stop of light. And then, John, I'm going to turn up the actual flash.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Yeah, she's getting an even soft light right across her face now, more like mine.
One stop. Yeah.
Felix?
Yes.
No, it
There's
needs to be
some
back. It
confusion
can't
in
be
the
that
chat rooms
close.
about the ND filter.
Right.
So why wouldn't you, most of the questions kind of say, why wouldn't you just lower your power instead of doing that?
You'll find that if you even when you turn your light all the way down, you'll still have too much.
Okay.
That's kind of how they're
Great.
made. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, let's try it.
On the ball or her face?
I'll let you just do it with the face and then see
Okay.
how you feel about it.
Just push your chin down just a tickle more. And interestingly enough, it's really dark looking through the lens. Just a tiny baby smile, just a little bit good girl. Nice.
So it's starting to approach that natural light look.
And look at this. So there's two things I would change.
Yeah.
One of them is there's too much light hitting the background.
Exactly.
So I'd put another V-flat there just to block it from hitting the background.
Yeah, we can do that, or we can try another little trick if the camera can see me. I'm just going to turn, Sue, come around the back, have a look. I'm just going to turn this over a little bit. Sorry, away from, yeah, we'll do it this way. I'm just going to try it. And this also is called feathering. You turn the light away from where it should be pointing, so you're just getting,
You're
like
actually
it's
turning
cascading
it,
off the side.
Technically, though, you're turning it towards where I don't want it, but it's coming back this way.
Yeah, I think it's more reflective to us than to the back.
All right.
Yeah.
So just push your chin down towards me a little bit more. Tiny
Let's see
little
if that
baby
makes
smile.
it softer. We're still getting a lot of spill in the background,
Yeah.
right? Okay, so all we're going to do is John's going to put a V-flat back there. So we want that flat light, right?
Yeah, but look at the light that's hitting her chest and her shoulders.
Yeah.
Is almost exactly the same.
Yeah. We can probably, one thing I would do is, I think the sun wraps a little bit more around the front in kind of like this.
Okay.
You know how you said, Sue's always shaping bodies around the light, and I'm always shaping the light around the bodies. I'm going to do exactly that. So we're just going to move it like that, and it'll wrap a little bit more around the front of her.
So interestingly enough, this bit here looks like my setup. He just closed the window and put a light behind that diffuser, right? I've never seen anybody shoot in studio like that. To me, they always have soft boxes around them or lights around them firing straight towards their model. Like, I've never seen a setup that looks just like mine, but with lights. And that's why I was so taken with what Felix does, because in New York, when we shot the Hollywood shoots, I was watching him bounce all this light, and I was like, that's what I do, but I just do it with sunlight. And he even picked up a catering tray, which was like a tin foil catering tray, and bounced another modelling light into the back of the shot we did of Brooke Shaden when she was...
just to get a bit of light under there.
Yeah, and it was so perfect how he did it, and it's just like modelling light.
Yeah, the only difference is here you can't really see what you're going to get. So you have to shoot a reference, and they used to shoot Polaroids. Let's see, this is like the moment of truth here, Sue.
Yeah, well, you can see my black B-flat, but I can pull it back, and it's too much contrast on...
Right, I think you want to just open that filter up a little bit.
But the back of my camera is beautiful and soft.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, what you're seeing there is not a very good example of what I'm getting.
It looks great on the back of the camera.
So, softness, look at that. Yeah. It's pretty cool, right?
Does it fool you, Sue? Almost. Right, so here, this is your chance to say, right, this is what I don't like about it yet.
No, I really love that. I love that the camera looks amazing. I can't wait to process it. So,
You see, it's much simpler. You just
rock onto one hip and just
now
kick this
Sue's gonna
elbow
do her
back
thing.
a little wee bit. And bring your chin this way just a touch. That's it. From there, I just want to take a shot here.
Sue, can we do the reference shot? I want to show the two shots side by side. If you just get that ball in there, yeah. And then if Nico, if you can pull up the original reference shot we were using against this one, and we'll have a look. Let's see if it comes up. Sue, let's go.
Yeah, so
over to
we've
the screen.
almost got the shape exactly the same.
The shape, I mean, it's a tiny little bit different, but Sue's shaping it around what we have, and that's okay. So we have that light coming in from the top here. I would even say, Sue, you can go up in ISO maybe to 160 or 200, just because I feel like that's a little bit stronger coming in. And we're getting that same shape from the V-flat on the side, and that's all we've really done. There's a little bit of a difference because the light's spilling onto the ceiling, but it doesn't concern me that much. It's a minuscule amount on their hair. You know, we're not. Sue's going to work with the light she's given, and that makes this really work. Is that the studio light? Are you serious?
Oh, sell it, Felix. Sell it. Bring it home.
No, I'm just happy. This is, because remember when we did that shoot in New York and we spent hours just messing around, and later I confessed to Sue, I'd never worked with these type of lights before. But it worked. So, right, so then you're going to shape your light around that.
Okay, so now my next shot was adding more contrast.